All right, how's everybody tonight? Have you had a good week so far, hopefully? We have got, 3 breaks tonight. We're going to do some autographed baseballs, followed by a pair of autographed mini helmets, followed by our case of Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. So let's go over some information. I like to get everybody on the same page, so we're going to go over a little info first, and then we will start ripping, all right? So if I can click the right button here. Feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return, thanks to the wonders of automation. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We're going to take a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So these are the things that are already listed on eBay that are available for bidding now that we're going to be breaking over the course of the next few days. So tomorrow we're going to start early. It's a new release day. It's going to take us a while to do that break. So we're going to start at 8:30 Eastern, which is 5:30 Pacific. We'll open a full case of both of our new releases. It's a 14-box case of limited football, followed by a 6-box jumbo case of Series 1 baseball. In that Series 1, Veteran Base does not ship, and the Celebration of Decades ticket has a separate bidding category, although I think those are pretty rare, so there's certainly no guarantee we would hit it, but it is a separate bidding category nonetheless. Thursday night is kind of a rinse and repeat, as in the top Series 1 Jumbo will be broken again on Thursday night, exact same parameters that I just went over. On Friday night, Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball is due to arrive on Friday, so assuming that it's not delayed by UPS or otherwise, we'll be breaking that on Friday night. On Saturday, it's a pair of Leaf Autograph Multisport jerseys. Spots will be sold by the first letter of the last name and listed in the football category. And then we're going to open a case of Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. Again, we're opening one tonight. We'll open another on Saturday night, and another case of limited football on Saturday. Sunday, we'll open a Leaf Autograph Baseball jersey, a Leaf Autograph Baseball bat, and another case of Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball. So it's going to be like a whole Leaf kind of day there on Sunday, isn't it? All right, so that is what we need to know about that. Here's what you need to know about what we're breaking tonight. So the autographed baseballs are up first, the mini helmets second, and Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition is our third break of the night. The first 2 breaks are free shipping breaks. What that means to you is that they are guaranteed to ship out no later than a week from today, which is Tuesday, February the 11th. They will probably go sooner. They'll probably go a lot sooner, but they should not go any later than that if you hit in one of our free shipping categories tonight. Now, if you don't hit in one of the free shipping categories tonight, your consolation card or cards would typically be held to ship out with your next package, just because it is a free shipping break. But if you want it sent sooner, you need to only send me a message on eBay and let me know that, and I will put it to, plain white envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it your way. Paid shipping break tonight is Topps Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition, and in that instance, everything's going to be out the door no later than Friday, probably sooner, but no later than that. And if you don't hit in that break, Archive Signature Series, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes, because it's a paid shipping break, right? So that is your next package. All right, so that is how that works. First up tonight, 2018 TriStar Series 10 autograph baseballs. This is break number 3 of this product. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 4th of February. We've got team names on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from each team there on the opposite side. And what else about these? Well, yeah, we do need to go over something. Unless one of these baseballs were to have a team logo or a team name written on it, like if it said Go Dodgers, or if it had a Cincinnati Reds logo printed on the baseball, then it would go to, the Dodgers if it said Go Dodgers, or the Reds if it had a Reds logo on it. But in the absence of one of those identifying marks, which usually those are not there, The baseballs will be awarded like this. If it is an active player, it will go to the player's current team. If it is a retired player, it's going to go to the team they played with the longest, okay? So that's how these sort of things work. All that information you can find down at the bottom of the listing as well in that special circumstances area. Last little piece of business. Yeah, I made the background blurry. I did that on purpose. But not to worry. We're going to be able to see everything we need to see because we like to look at it up close anyway, don't we? Jay Allen is here. Stang Lover's here. And Stang Lover says he can't get used to paying taxes on breaks. Yeah, I know. When they started, I mean, they've been rolling that out now for a while. And, of course, they started collecting on my state late in 2019. And they started rolling it out to people earlier in 2019. And I'd say before it's all said and done, it's going to be, everybody's going to get hit with it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of shocking when you first have to pay it, isn't it? Jay Allen, you need the Tigers. And Sam K wants to know if there's any openings on any other breaks tonight. Sam, let me check. We might have something. I took care of the main one that we were going to have open by sending a second chance offer to the person who was the underbidder. So our main one was taken care of. It looks like we may have a couple in the mini helmets, and we might possibly still have one in archive signature, but I don't know. I think that one might get paid, possibly the archive signature. But the mini helmets we'll take a look at again. I'll check them again right after we do this break and see where we stand on that front. But yeah, there was one, you know how it is. You see 0 feedback bidders and you kind of surmise that you may or may not actually get paid for those. So when they don't answer emails and they haven't paid, I've been trying to make arrangements ahead of time on most of that. Okay, so the first one that we have here, I'm getting this little informational card out of here, is Levan Hernandez. And this is just a little informational card that goes along with it. The important part's going to be somewhere on here, an authentication sticker. But there is your signature. And looks like we've also got some kind of, I don't know what all there, some kind of something else written on there too. But anyway, doesn't say go Dodgers or anything like that. And there is your authentication sticker. So he's gonna, we'll be looking him up. He's gonna be one of those, played for the longest kind of deals. Now our second one is our little, this is a nice one. How about Roger Clemens, kids? Yes, baby. Right? So you can see your little informational card is wildly beat up because they just throw those in the boxes any old way. So you never know how they're going to come out. But that's not really the important thing. The important thing is this signature on this baseball right there. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to tweak this focus again. That's still not letting me look at that as closely as I normally do. So we're going to try one more time there and see if is that better? That's maybe a little bit better as far as being able to see the signature. And there's our authentication for the Roger Clemens. So we got the rocket ready, and we've got one more to look at. And that brings us, Lance McCullers Jr. And I think he is still an Astro, but we're going to check it out. You know how it is. People get traded, move around. Sometimes I forget. So there's his signature and his authentication. Now I'm going to go look them all up. Isn't that exciting? Make sure that I'm sending them all to the right place. So give me a hot second here, and we're going to just check it all out. You know how I am about that. Yeah, I'm a big nerd. I check them all, make sure they're going to the right spot. All right, so Hernandez had the most years. I believe it's with the Nationals, but let's just find out here and make sure. All right. Let's see. How many for the Marlins there? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 Marlins, 1, 2, 3, 4 Giants. There's a couple of Blue Jays, maybe. Is that Blue Jays? No, that's not Blue Jays. Oh, Twins, Rockies, Mets, Brewers. But yeah, the Nationals look like the most. I'm counting them here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Nationals are the ones he's got the most years with, it looks like. Okay, so that one, this one, Levan, or whatever, Hernandez is going to the Nationals. Now let's look up the Rocket. You know, he played for a couple of different teams. So again, even though we all probably know where that goes, you know how I am, and I'm going to go look it up because that's just what I'm going to do. And yeah, it's definitely Red Sox at 13 years. Yankees came in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Astros at 3. Blue Jays at a couple. But yeah, definitely Red Sox on the Roger Clemens. I think the Lance McCullers, I think he's still an Astro, but it's because I wouldn't absolutely swear to it. I'm going to look that one up too. And I'll tell you what it says here in a minute. If my iPad would cooperate with me, that is. And yeah, it looks like he is still an Astro as far as I can tell there. All right, so there you go. Astros, Red Sox, Nationals. Okay. Now let me just get them back in their little homes here. I'm going to label the top of each box. Then we'll take a look and see if, in fact, we need to deal with some unpaid in the mini helmets. We may. If anybody's interested in them, we might have a couple. We'll take a look at that real quickly. And then move on down the line here. All right, Hernandez to the Nationals. Okay, autograph baseball's done. So while I am checking on our payment situation for these, I'm going to let you look at that again, right? If you didn't hear me talking about that a minute ago, now's your chance to read it and catch up. Catch up with the class while I'm checking to see where we are as far as if we've got unpaid stuff. Yeah, we may have one, but I might know what's going on with it. Hang on one second. Let me check. I may let it ride. Let me check and see. It's not a ton of money anyway, but I think I know what the deal is with this one, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're fine here. We're going to go ahead and do the mini helmets, and the one that isn't paid currently, I think I know what's going on with it, and I'm confident it will get paid, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so there's all that info, right? You just read it, or you heard me talking about it a minute ago, so we're ready to roll on. It is a pair of 2019 TriStar Platinum Autograph Mini Football Helmets. This is break number 7, also ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 4th of February. Team names on the left-hand side, and once again, you find your winning bidder names across from each on the opposite side. And we got our little platinum mini helmets. I think this might be the last of them that I have. I think. I wouldn't swear to it, so. All right. Mini helmet time. I better catch up on my chat over here, too. Stang Lover, you said they are taxing. They decided this year to tax $10,000 on used cars. Cars that you already paid tax to buy. Yeah, well, I mean, don't you pay, I pay taxes on it. You pay taxes on them anyway every year when you renew your registration and stuff, right? I mean, we do. I just assumed everybody did. So you pay it, of course, you pay the tax when you buy it, but then you pay more every year when you renew your registration based on the value of the car. At least that's how it is around here anyway. Steven's here. It's his first time. Steven was kind enough to pick up one of the teams where we had the one I told you guys about, where we had the $0 or the zero feedback unpaid guy for the Mets. And Steven was kind enough to pick it up, so we're going to hope he has some good luck tonight, too. First mini helmet out. It is the Carolina Panthers and Kevin Green. Your TriStar COA is really just, I mean, it's so totally generic. It doesn't really matter that it's there. What's going to matter is what's on the item itself. But there is your Kevin Green autograph and your Panthers mini helmet. The part that matters, that's that right there, that little TriStar hologram sticker on the back. As long as you have the TriStar hologram sticker, you are good to go. If that ever comes off an item, then you have to pay to have it recertified. But the little paper part really doesn't matter that much. Stang Lover, you said they're also going to tax truck tire air for trucks rolling through with, wow, rolling through Indiana if they want to put air in their tires. That's kind of crazy. Jerry Kramer is our second autograph mini helmet. We've also got a little inscription on there, Hall of Fame inductee in 2018. And there is your hologram authentication on the back. Doesn't look like we have any. Yeah, there's no paper authentication with this one that I see anywhere. So I think we're talking just the hologram one on the back, but that's all right. As I said, that's the most important part. So to review our mini helmets, they are Jerry Kramer for the Green Bay Packers. And then the Kevin Green for the Carolina Panthers. And now we are getting ready to go into our main event, which is our Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. I'm still catching up on chat. I know I'm behind. Jeffrey wants to know if whoever has the Red Sox wants to sell that Clemens to let him know. Sounds like he is interested in working on that, buying that. I don't know why I said working on that. I meant buying that. Didn't come out right, did it? All right, we've got maybe one unpaid in here, but let me double check. I'm once again going to put you up to take a little peek at that while I go peek over here and see what we're waiting on. And hang on, sorry. I don't know why I'm having such problems getting where I'm trying to go tonight. I keep just clicking on the wrong stuff and running myself all around everywhere. Yeah, so I guess maybe we do have one, unfortunately, it looks like. And that is the Baltimore Orioles. I thought I had cleaned all these out ahead of time, but I missed that one. So the Orioles in Archive Signature, if anybody wants it, looks like it sold for $14 and some change. I'm going to update the spreadsheet to reflect that it is unpaid. And if anybody wants it, you can jump in and let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and do my little thing here on the background side for a second. Or I'm trying to anyway. If I could click on the right stuff, I'm telling you, I'm click challenged. I'm definitely click challenged tonight. Okay. Oh my gosh, Steven says, David Price and Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. You know, that's what had been rumored for the last several days, that it was almost certainly that Mookie Betts was going to go to the Dodgers. I'm shocked they were able to unload that David Price contract, though. That is crazy. Jeffrey, you just answered Chris's question there about who the baseballs were. Thank you for that, sir. I appreciate it. Looks like Jay Allen did likewise up there. And Jay Allen answered a Venmo question. Thank you for that, too. And, all right. So, anybody wanting the Orioles in here? If you don't, it's not a big deal. Wasn't that much money. We'll just roll on and keep on trucking. But if you do, now's the time to speak up. All right, so real quickly again, if you hit one of the autographed memorabilia items, it's going to ship out to you no later than Tuesday a week from today, probably sooner, definitely not later. If you got skunked in the autographed memorabilia break, your consolation card typically held to ship with your next package unless you send me a message and tell me you want it sent separately, which I will do if you send me that message. Paid shipping break, we're about ready to open our Archive Signature Series. We'll be out the door no later than Friday, probably sooner, definitely not later. And if you get skunked in that one, your consolation cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out, since it is a paid shipping break. And we are rolling into a 20-box case of 2020 Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. This is break number 3, also ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 4th of February. The Orioles, of course, in here are unpaid, as we talked about earlier, and we would have had to deal with the Mets, but you know what? We got it done ahead of time, and Steven was nice enough to pick them up, so we all owe him a big round of thanks for not leaving us hung out to dry trying to deal with that. All right, Stang Lover, you need the Astros, the Brewers, and the Cardinals in here, you said. All right. And I know that Steven needs, of course, the Mets, but he also had the Padres, so we know where his mojo needs to come from. Jay Allen is looking for Phillies, Royals, and Pirates. Okay. Stang Lover. Stang Lover asks if the Red Sox also traded their sign-stealing machine to the Dodgers. Yeah. I think that would be called the center field camera. But everybody said Mookie was going there, so I'm not surprised at that. I'm a little more surprised that they swung the deal for David Price with that high contract. Now, what I had heard, Steven's going to have to fill us in on this, but what I had heard originally was that they were going to move Verdugo and, I forgot who else. Verdugo and, daggone it, I can't think who else in the Dodgers organization it was, but it was somebody else that I liked besides Alex that they were talking about moving it just for Mookie. Now you got to add David Price in there too. So who finished out the trade, Stephen? What did the Dodgers give up? Or who, rather, if you know. So, for those of you who haven't done a break with me before, when we have products like this, which are 1 card per box or 1 pack per box, I like to just go through and get all of the plastic off at the start. We get all of our delayed gratification out of the way up front, and then we're able to just keep on rolling once we actually start looking at cards. So that's what I'm working on right now. These, of course, are 1 card per box. They're buyback cards. They're all already encased in One Touch. Normally, with a buyback, you do not see redemptions. For obvious reasons, they're buyback products. It's usually ready to go. But we did find one in, I think it was the last case. There was a Gleyber Torres for the Yankees. So at some point, he signed, or they sent him some to sign, and I guess he didn't send them back in time. But normally, you don't really have to deal with redemptions in a buyback product. Steven says you're looking forward to seeing a few one-of-one hits. Yeah, this product is loaded with them, so I would expect that we're going to find a handful of them tonight. Hopefully they're all going to be flaming hot hits, like flaming hot Cheetos. Jay Allen says everybody, all the teams have a sign stealing system. They just haven't all been caught. Well, listen, you're allowed to steal signs as long as you don't use electronic means. I mean, there's nothing that prohibits you from stealing signs if you can do it without using electronic means. I mean, as long as there's been baseball, there's been visual attempts at sign stealing. Well, of course, electronically is visual too, but I should say unaided attempts, as in you can eyeball it and catch it, then fine. Yeah, the problem is when they start using center field cameras and replay cameras and Apple Watches and all the other fun stuff they've all been doing. Hey, Latch, how you doing? Oh, you're wanting to pick up the unpaid team in here? Yeah, that's fine. Just give me a second to make sure it's still unpaid, and if it is, I can close it out on eBay and roll it over to you. So yeah, that's fine. So Latch, here is, I don't know if you remember it or not, so in case you don't, I am typing in there my email address. If you want to shoot the PayPal over, you are going to be picking up the Orioles here in this archives break. And it was $14 and some change. Let's just call it 14 bucks. Is that all right? Oh, I got to invoice you. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. Can we do that after the break if you don't want to log in and do it right now? Because I don't want to hold everybody up. It'll take me a while to do that. But what I would need you to do is type in your email address since I don't have it offhand. And then after the break, I can invoice you for it if you want to do it that way. So let me know. Yeah, okay. So if you'll type in your email address, I'll just handle it after the fact. Let me get it closed out here on eBay real quick. And we'll get that part done. Okay. All righty. So now, all right, we'll get back to business here then. Yeah, so let's just type your email address in there, please, and then after the break, I'll scroll back through chat and get you squared away. Oh yeah, I just saw the headline pop up about the trade. Alex Verdugo is going, but that's all I saw. Jake Bauers on a Bowman card back when he was a Tampa Bay Ray, and that is numbered to 49. As our first hit out is to the Rays. Second out comes a little Hunter Pence, and Hunter is numbered to 12, actually. For the Astros, little throwback Hunter Pence. Astros to 12. Out next is the White Sox and Lucas Giolito, numbered to 64. Alfaro and the Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies. Jay Allen, you got them tonight, right? Yeah, you got the Phillies, don't you? I think you do. That one is numbered to 7 coming out for you. Rookie card for Alfaro on the Heritage card set, looks like. And a redemption, so we know who it's going to be, as I already said it earlier. And it is Gleyber Torres. So the Yankees are getting a redemption for Gleyber Torres. The Mariners, Segura, numbered to 17 for Seattle. The one thing we learned the last time is when we go to the checklist, it's not going to list a team next to these since they're buyback cards. They can be for a variety of teams, but also Gleyber Torres has only been the Yankees, so we know he goes to the Yankees, which is convenient. Bobby Bradley, Cleveland Indians, numbered to 99. Cleveland Indians hit again, back-to-back. Clevenger. Mike is numbered to 63 for Cleveland. Hunter Dozier, Kansas City Royals, numbered to 11. That is on a Gypsy Queen card. On Little Stadium Club, we have got Tim Anderson, numbered to 12 for the White Sox. Minnesota Twins pick up Max Kepler, numbered to 20 on a chrome card. Here come the Oakland A's. It's Matt Olson, numbered to 75 for Oakland. We haven't seen any one of ones yet. We better see a bunch start rolling out of here. Here come the New York Mets. That is numbered to 98, Dominic Smith. So at least we've got a little love coming to Steven for being kind enough to pick up that team. The Red Sox and Mr. Christian Vasquez, numbered to 99. Phillies again, Scott Kingery to 29. Jay Allen has got a pair of Phillies out tonight. Dan Vogelbach for the Mariners, numbered to 99. I'm sorry, Cubs. I'm used to saying Mariners. Sorry. This is one of his early cards. Obviously, it's on Bowman. It's the Cubs. Sorry. Daniel Vogelbach, Cubs to 99. Erase the Mariners from your brain. Where are all of our one of ones tonight? Numbered to 99, it's the Padres with the Yasmani Grandal rookie. Nice little hit for San Diego. For the White Sox, it is numbered to 99, Dylan Cease. We have not seen any. That's so weird. We usually have 2, 3, 4 one of ones. How did we get like none tonight? Well, we got 2 more chances, but Pittsburgh Pirates, numbered to 26. It is Austin Meadows. And then our last box mojo brings us Pirates again. Corey Dickerson, numbered to 63. All right, so there we go. There's our 20. We're going to recap them here real quickly. So we have Corey Dickerson and the Pirates and Austin Meadows, the White Sox and Dylan Cease, Padres with a nice little Yasmani Grandal, Bowman rookie, the Cubs, Daniel Vogelbach, Bowman, Scott Kingery, Phillies, Red Sox and Vasquez, Dominic Smith for the Mets, Matt Olson for the A's, the Twins with Max Kepler, Tim Anderson for the White Sox, Hunter Dozier and the Kansas City Royals, Mike Clevenger for the Indians, Bobby Bradley for the Indians, the Mariners, and Segura Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, Alfaro for the Phillies, Lucas Giolito for the White Sox. Then you have Hunter Pence for the Astros and Jake Bowers for the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, so there we go. That's the recap. That's actually all of our breaks for tonight as well. But here's what I am going to do right now. If you missed any of it earlier, we will once again take a look at anticipated shipping dates. We'll also take a quick little spin through what's coming up in the days ahead, which includes the release of 2020 Series 1 tomorrow. Woohoo! All right, free shipping stuff if you hit it. We'll be on the way to you no later than a week from today, probably sooner, definitely not later. If you didn't hit in the free shipping break, consolation card generally goes out with your next package. If you want it sooner, hit me up, send me a message, let me know. I'll take care of it for you. Archive Signature Series, which we just finished up, will be out the door most likely sooner than Friday, almost certainly sooner than Friday, but definitely not later than that. And if you got skunked in that one, of course, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have your consolation cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door. So here's what it looks like in the days ahead. All this stuff is already listed on eBay. You can bid on it now. This is how and when and where we're going to be breaking it. Tomorrow night we'll start early, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It's going to be a case of limited football and a case of Jumbo Series 1. And our Series 1 veteran base does not ship. And Celebration of Decades tickets is a separate bidding category. Thursday night, it's going to be a repeat of the top Series 1 Jumbo with the same parameters that we have on Wednesday night. When we get to Friday, that's the release of Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball. Assuming that UPS shows up with it that day, we're going to be breaking it that night. Saturday, a pair of Leaf Autograph Multi-Sport jerseys, another case of Archive Signature Series Active Player, and another case of Limited Football. And by the way, on the multi-sport jerseys, spots are sold by the first letter of the last name, and you can find all of them listed in the football category. On Sunday, we're going to open a 2020 Leaf Autograph Baseball jersey, a 2020 Leaf Autograph Baseball bat, and a 12-box case of Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball again. All right, kids, so I believe that has got us wrapped up for tonight. As always, I thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you are going to come back and see me tomorrow night, I hope. But if you don't come and see me then, stop back and see me sometime soon. Enjoy the rest of your week and the release of Series 1 tomorrow, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.